ओके। सो मैंने आपको लास्ट टाइम नोट्स भेजे थे ऑफ piezoelectric transducers, variable capacitance transducers and variable reluctance accelerometer. So as far as piezoelectric transducers go, you have a piezoelectric crystal, and on application of pressure on a piezoelectric crystal, EMF is generated. So this EMF can be used as a measurement of the amount of pressure being applied onto the crystal. ठीक है. So piezoelectric effect वगैरह वो सब कुछ आपको खुद से देखना पड़ेगा. I will not go into the details of piezoelectric effect. Second, variable capacitance transducers. We will be continuing with variable capacitance transducers. We'll be seeing some types of variable capacitance transducers today. तीसरा मैंने आपको variable reluctance accelerometer भेजा था. So this device is used for measurement of acceleration. Again, I will not go in much detail. ऊपर से ही बोल दूंगा. This is used for measurement of acceleration, and this particular configuration helps us in measurement of acceleration from -4g to +4g meter per second square, where g आपको पता ही है 9.8 meter per second square. So this particular configuration helps us in measurement of acceleration between these ranges. You can have accelerometers that can measure up to that have range between plus minus 2g, plus minus 8g, uh, up to plus minus 250g. You have all those. Uh, you have accelerometers that can measure up to acceleration that can measure up to 250 g. Fine, that means almost around 2400 meter per second square, and you may have digital meters that can measure even more than that. So अब इसका प्रिंसिपल क्या है? You have an AC voltage source, a 10 volt AC voltage source. ये जो wires हैं, they are wound across two E-shaped. You have two E-shaped iron bars there. You have a wire that's mounted around two E-shaped iron bars, and this wire is actually excited by an AC voltage source, and then you have a mass of iron as well that's located in between these two E-shaped bars. Fine. तो अगर नॉर्मल पोजीशन में ये होता जो फ्लक्स एक ई बार प्रोड्यूस करता वही फ्लक्स दूसरा ई बार भी प्रोड्यूस करेगा. So the net magnetic flux would actually cancel out each other. So the net magnetic field, that net flux linkage with this iron bar would actually produce a voltage of an induced voltage of 0 volts. नॉर्मल पोजीशन पे अगर ये आयरन मास होता with respect to these two E-shaped bars, since the wire, since there is wire attached on both sides, and because of the arrangement of wiring on both sides, एक साइड से say for example clockwise होगी, दूसरी साइड से anti clockwise, so the flux linkage, the net flux linkage between this iron mass, ठीक है, एक तो यहाँ पे एक iron mass है and it's located between two E-shaped bars, E-shaped iron bars. So in a normal position, the total flux linkage would be 0, so that induced EMF in this mass of iron would be 0 volts. That would have been the normal position. But and in case of any acceleration, अगर यहाँ से कुछ भी push आ जाएगा, that actually is a measurement of acceleration, that would actually shift this mass of iron with respect to these two E bars. तो जितना ये ज़्यादा shift हो जाएगा, say for example towards right or towards left, that means the net flux linkage would not be 0 now in that case. Now ये इसको हम particular direction में fix कर रहे हैं. So if mass of this iron mass is getting shifted towards right, so right side जो E-shaped bar है, iron bar है, उसके साथ इसकी flux linkage ज़्यादा होगी as compared to the left side E bar. That means now flux linkage, total flux linkage would not have cancelled out each other. That means there would be some induced EMF. So वो अब induced EMF किसके proportional होगा? वो actually proportional होगा to the acceleration of this particular iron framed altogether. Fine. you have this mass of iron that's between two E-shaped bars at zero acceleration position, and at normal position. The total flux linkage with rest of this iron mass with respect to these iron E-shaped iron bars is zero. That means induced EMF is zero. So this is at normal position at 0 meter per second square. ठीक है? And in case you are accelerating this frame, ये जो आपका फ्रेम है इसको आप पुश दे रहे हो, एक्सेलरेशन दे रहे हो, तो force is proportional to acceleration. So acceleration is proportional to force. So that means mass जो shift होगा that will also be proportional to the acceleration. So अब ये mass या तो right की तरफ shift होगा या तो ये left की तरफ shift होगा. That means its flux linkage with respect to this E-shaped bar or with respect to this E-shaped bar will be more. Net flux linkage would not be zero. That means some amount of EMF would be induced in case of in the iron mass. Okay? So that induced EMF is actually proportional to the distance that this mass is shifted. That distance actually is proportional to the amount of force that you are applying. That force is actually proportional to the amount of acceleration of this particular frame. So in nutshell, जो भी voltage produce होगी इस iron mass में, that's actually proportional to the acceleration with which this frame is going to move. अब हम इस पर्टिकुलर फ्रेम को हम इसको पर्टिकुलरली ऐसे डिजाइन करते हैं. यू कैन सी दिस मास इज नॉट एक्चुअली सेंटर्ड विद रिस्पेक्ट टू दीज ई फ्रेम्स. इसको हम थोड़ा सा शिफ्ट करते हैं और इसको ऐसे डिजाइन करते हैं ताकि एट 0 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर द फ्लक्स लिंकेज ऑफ दिस मास ऑफ रेफरेंस वुड बी मोर with respect to one set of coil as compared to another set of coil, so that induced EMF would be 5 volts even at 0 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर. ठीक है, तो इसको हम एग्जैक्टली सेंटर पे लोकेट नहीं करते हैं इस मास ऑफ रेफरेंस को. इसको हम थोड़ा सा शिफ्ट करते हैं. इन दिस पर्टिकुलर केस यू कैन सी दैट दिस मास इज shifted towards the right more as compared to left, and since this particular voltage excitation is here of 10 volts, so that actually induces a voltage of 5 volts in this iron mass even at 0 meter per second square. Even at standstill, this mass will actually produce an induced EM of 5 volts. So an induced EM of 5 volts will actually correspond to 0 meter per second square now for this particular accelerometer. अब if this mass shifted towards left, flux linkage would start decreasing and it can decrease to 0 volts. So at that time, we have calibrated this device in such a fashion that at 0 volts, this would actually refer to a acceleration of minus 4g, and at uh, 2 and at 5 volts this refers at 5 volts this will give a full acceleration of 4g. यहाँ से induced EMF अगर आपके mass of iron में 5 volts है, that means it would be 4g, and corresponding to a acceleration of 2 corresponding to an acceleration of 0 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर आपका जो इंड्यूस्ड होगा उस टाइम पे it would be 2.5 volts. So at standstill, we have arranged this mass of iron in such a fashion, इसको एक पर्टिकुलर डायरेक्शन में शिफ्ट कर देते हैं ताकि इसकी जो लिंकेज होगी विद रिस्पेक्ट टू वन बार ज़्यादा होगी एज कम्पेयर टू अनदर बार, such that 2.5 volts of voltage is available at the terminals of this mass even at standstill. ठीक है, and simultaneously at 0 volts we would get an acceleration of minus 4g meter per second square. Fine. So we'll we design this system so as to measure positive acceleration as well as negative acceleration. और वो negative acceleration हम कैसे measure कर सकते हैं? By placing this iron mass या तो इसको राइट की तरफ आप खींचो, ठीक है. इस पर्टिकुलर कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में यू कैन सी दैट दिस मास ऑफ आयरन इज more shifted, more inclined towards the right side. तो राइट साइड की जो कॉइल है वो ज़्यादा फ्लक्स लिंक करेगी, जो लेफ्ट साइड की कॉइल होगी वो कम फ्लक्स लिंक करेगी. दैट मीन्स द नेट मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स would not be zero even at standstill. That means some EMF will be induced and that EMF will be equal to 2.5 volts. Uh, अब ये जो आपका आउटपुट वोल्टेज होगा दिस विल बी लाइक एन आउटपुट ऑफ अ हाफ वेव रेक्टिफायर, ठीक है. ऑफ अ जैसे रेक्टिफायर में आउटपुट होता है इट वुड बी ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव बट इट वुड बी समथिंग लाइक दिस. जैसे डीसी टू एसी रेक्टिफायर्स जैसे एसी टू डीसी रेक्टिफायर्स में प्रोड्यूस होता है. फाइन. So this is almost like a rectifier. We are getting a DC voltage output, but that's not purely DC in nature. उसमें ripples होंगे. उसमें जो so to make sure that you get so to actually make a इसमें जो phase imbalance होगा because of the shifting of this iron mass towards one side. For that we use a phase demodulator, and this phase demodulator is simply a combination of डायोड एंड एन आरसी फिल्टर, ठीक है, जो यहाँ पे डिस्क्राइब्ड है. you have a diode and you have an RC filter. So without this phase demodulator also, ये जो यहाँ से ये वाली configuration है, without this also this accelerometer works fine, but it produces a phase shift. We need to keep that phase shift into consideration. So phase sensitive demodulator is required, and this phase sensitive demodulator actually is nothing but a combination of a diode circuit and an RC filter. Fine. So this diode circuit will always produce an output for positive voltage. It will be reverse biased for negative voltage. So जो आपकी output होगी that will be only unidirectional. That will never be bidirectional. आपको आपके पास DC आउटपुट होगा, आपके पास AC आउटपुट अवेलेबल नहीं होगा. And the RC filter will actually make sure that the ripples in the DC voltage are taken care of and you get a pure DC output waveform from this device, ठीक है. और ये फिर जो बैटरी है इसकी वजह this is being configured to 2.5 volts. that will actually बैटरी का ज़्यादा यूज़ मेरे को समझ में नहीं आया इस डिवाइस में. we can go without this battery as well. Fine. So you have an iron mass that is placed between two E-shaped iron cores. इन iron cores को के अराउंड हम वाइंडिंग्स करते हैं, and these windings are excited by AC voltage source at normal position at 0 meter per second square. The flux linkage in the total net magnetic flux linkage of this iron mass with respect to the windings on either side would be zero. So induced EMF in this iron mass would be zero at 0 meter per second square at normal position. Now to measure negative acceleration as well, we shift this iron mass in one particular direction such that its linkage with respect to one coil is more as compared to another coil. That means actually it will produce a 2.5 volts even at 0 meter per second square. So now this 2.5 volts corresponds to 0 meter per second square. Now an acceleration or a push in either direction would cause a change in the induced EMF. Fine. So this push in the mass ये यहाँ पे लीनियर रिलेशनशिप है। ये जो मास अटैच्ड होगा विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द फ्रेम दैट वुड बी थ्रू मींस ऑफ स्प्रिंग। तो जैसे आप फ्रेम को पुश कर रहे हो विद वट एवर अमाउंट ऑफ फोर्स यू आर पुशिंग द फ्रेम, द सेम अमाउंट ऑफ force would be this proportional amount of force would be reflected on the mass. That means जिस acceleration से frame move हो रहा है उसी के proportional acceleration से mass भी move होगा. So whatever amount of voltage is being produced, that will be actually proportional to the amount of acceleration with which this total frame is moving. Fine. So अब either direction में आपका mass move हो सकता है. So whatever amount of voltage is changing with respect to the amount of acceleration that's produced, that's causing it, that will actually result in the decrease in the voltage, induced voltage, or an increase in the induced voltage. So a decrease in induced voltage means you are having a negative acceleration. An increase in the induced voltage will mean you are having a positive acceleration. So इसको हम calibrate ऐसे करते हैं ताकि जो आपका induced EMF होगा, if it is 0 volts, that corresponds to minus 4G, and if it is positive 5 volts, it will correspond to plus 4G. And this induced EMF is AC in nature. So to make it purely DC waveform and uh, also keep in mind the phase shift of the AC waveform, we use a phase shifting demodulator. That's simply a combination of a diode and an RC filter. Fine. बकिंग के बैटरी यहाँ पे 2.5 वोल्ट्स यूज होती है जिसकी वजह से आप you can you can again decrease the DC output so that plus 4G corresponds to plus 2.5 volts and minus 4G corresponds to minus 2.5 volts. अगर बकिंग बैटरी नहीं होगी तो minus 4G will correspond to 0 volts and plus 4G will correspond to 5 volts. एंड इस बकिंग बैटरी का मुझे यूज़ एग्जैक्टली नहीं पता है बट आई कैन ओनली एज्यूम minus 2.5 volts refers to minus 4G. So that's why we want to make sure that minus and minus symbols, ताकि हम symbols को basically balance कर सके ताकि माइनस रीडिंग्स माइनस वोल्टेज के कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग आ जाए और प्लस रीडिंग्स प्लस वोल्टेज के कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग आ जाए. ठीक है. नॉर्मली माइनस 4G would correspond to 0 volts, but and plus 4G would correspond to 5 volts. To make minus readings of acceleration correspond to minus volts, we use a bucking battery. That is the only reason I can think of. Fine. And there is a limitation. This accelerometer works between minus 4G and plus 4G range only. Beyond this range, जो relationship होगी between the mass spring and between the acceleration, that will become non-linear. So non-linear relationship cannot help us in determination of acceleration. So I hope this is clear. So next we have variable capacitance transducers. I have actually already forwarded you the basic principle of this. I am not going to be discussing that in detail. So capacitance is proportional to epsilon by d. So as you change area or the distance, you can change the capacitance. And so simple capacitance transducers, जो मैंने आपको explain किया था, I had shown you 3 types. They can be used for measurement of displacement. Now apart from those 3 simple variable capacitance transducers, you will have other capacitance transducers as well that can be used for measurement of other quantities, displacement area वगैरह को छोड़ के. So you have, say for example, a capacitance Principle of operation is similar. You have two plates. You can keep one plate fixed. You can move the other plate. So जैसे आप प्लेट को मूव करोगे तो distance between the plates increases, तो capacitance decreases. Distance blade between the plate decreases, capacitance increases. तो capacitance को हम bridge circuit में यूज कर सकते हैं ताकि वो voltage equivalent produce कर सके, and accordingly that voltage measurement can be used for measurement of the displacement. और ऐसे ही आप प्लेट्स को ऊपर नीचे भी कर सकते हो ताकि जो एरिया ऑफ कांटेक्ट होगा बिटवीन प्लेट्स दैट कैन इंक्रीज और डिक्रीज, एंड अकॉर्डिंगली आपकी कैपेसिटेंस चेंज हो जाएगी. नाउ बेस्ड अपॉन दिस यू कैन हैव अ डिफरेंशियल प्रेशर ट्रांसड्यूसर. तो डिफरेंशियल प्रेशर ट्रांसड्यूसर में क्या होता है, इसकी कंस्ट्रक्शन क्या है सबसे पहले. So for measurement of pressure you can use an equibar differential pressure transducer. So this is an enclosed covering. इसमें ग्लास डिस्क होंगे. इसका जो ये बाहर वाला पोर्शन होगा ये एक्चुअली स्टेनलेस स्टील का बना हुआ होगा, एंड यू हैव अ गोल्ड कोटेड सरफेस. That will actually represent a diaphragm. सो ये है एन एनक्लोज स्ट्रक्चर जिसके अंदर ग्लास डिस्क होंगे, जिसके अंदर एक्चुअली आपके पास एक diaphragm होगा made up of stainless steel and coated with gold. This diaphragm is actually compressible. So whatever amount of pressure, say for example air के pressure because of application of air, तो वो दोनों तरफ से apply होगा. So this uh, these glass discs compress that actually compress the diaphragm in between, that actually will change the distance and contact area between the diaphragm. So accordingly जो आपकी अंदर के dielectric medium है that will change the capacitance of this particular internal structure. तो यहाँ पे जो भी इस एरिया में प्रेशर की वजह से चेंज होंगे इन टर्म्स ऑफ डिस्टेंस और इन टर्म्स ऑफ एरिया, फाइन। प्रेशर आप दोनों तरह से exert कर रहे हो. It can be pressure because of air, it can be pressure because of any fluid that actually compresses the glass surface, that actually causes the diaphragm to compress. With compression, the diaphragm distance between the diaphragms decreases, and that equivalent pressure can be transduced into measurement of capacitance. And using ब्रिज सर्किट, ऐसे आप ब्रिज सर्किट यूज कर सकते हो जैसे राइट साइड पे दिखाया गया है. You can use this particular configuration as a capacitor, as one of the capacitors in this bridge circuit, while the other capacitor will be fixed with two resistances also, uh, so that you get an equivalent output voltage. Fine. So with equal pressure applied to both parts, uh, अगर नॉर्मल पोजीशन में होगा, अगर प्रेशर दोनों तरफ से आ रहा होगा, डायाफ्राम जो होगा दैट विल बी इन द न्यूट्रल पोजीशन, और उस टाइम पे जो आपका ब्रिज होगा वो बैलेंस्ड होगा. We calibrate this device for if there is equal pressure from both sides, the diaphragm will be in its neutral position and the output voltage will be zero in that case. So as I was saying, this is a differential pressure transducer. You can apply pressure from both sides. The capacitance of this particular the capacitance of this diaphragm will change. Now, इसका principle simple है. This only measures differential pressure. So that means अगर pressure एक साइड से ज़्यादा होगा, दूसरे साइड से कम होगा, उस टाइम पे जो diaphragm जिस तरीके से change होगा, that will result in a capacitance that will cause an imbalance in this bridge, that will result in an output voltage. But if the pressure from both sides is equal, अगर दोनों तरफ से equal pressure apply हो रहा है, that will result in a capacitance that would actually balance this particular bridge, that would actually make sure that your output voltage is zero. ठीक है. So this equibar differential pressure transducer works on the principle of capacitance transducer. You can change the diaphragm, you can change the capacitance of this diaphragm by applying pressure from both sides. If an equal pressure is applied from both sides, the capacitance uh, produced as of because of such configuration would balance this bridge and result in an output voltage that will be zero. If an unequal pressure is applied from both sides, the capacitance resulting because of such configuration will make an imbalance in this bridge. Therefore, an equal amount of output voltage will be produced. So this equibar differential pressure transducer, in short, helps in measurement of difference of pressure on two sides. ठीक है, तो आप ये किसी भी दो मीडियम्स के बीच में हो सकता है, कनेक्टेड बिटवीन टू मीडियम्स. एक साइड पे एक फ्लूइड हो सकता है, दूसरी साइड पे दूसरा फ्लूइड हो सकता है. वी वांट टू एक्चुअली make sure that the pressure on both sides is equal. So we can use this particular device. एक साइड का प्रेशर आप कम या ज़्यादा कर सकते हो ताकि वो दूसरे साइड को मैच कर सके, ताकि जो आपका आउटपुट वोल्टेज होगा वो ज़ीरो होगा. Equal pressure on both sides would result in a capacitance that would balance the bridge. And balanced bridge means E naught will be zero at that time. Unequal pressure would result in a capacitance that will cause an imbalance. Bridge will no longer be balanced. That means E naught will have a E naught will not be equal to 0 volts at that time. So you can actually say whether the system is having pressure, equal pressure on both sides, or they are having unequal pressure. Now we can use the same device in a feedback type as well. It's known as a feedback type. Uh, you have another capacitance pressure, capacitance transducer that's known as feedback type capacitance pickup. Capacitance pickup. Fine. So feedback type capacitance pickup now, as compared to the equibar differential pressure transducer, feedback type it's equibar differential pressure transducer is also a capacitor pickup. Now we can use the same in the feedback manner. इसमें थोड़ी बहुत configuration में change होगी. So what is the difference is that this particular configuration will have a higher input impedance and its gain will be more, whereas the output impedance will be less. So इसका जो structure होगा that will be something like this. So on one side you have any conducting surface, and on another side you have this particular configuration. So on one side you have any conducting surface that may not be moving, and on the side you have a particular configuration with a probe capacitor plate, with insulations, with a metal guard ring. So this metal guard ring actually improves the linearity of the electrical field produced between these two capacitor plates. So this particular configuration can be used in a feedback manner so that actually this capacitance can be changed. So it is a bidirectional device. You can you can input the voltage that will actually be transduced into the capacitance. That capacitance can actually cause this particular metal ring to move so that the distance between two objects can be increased or decreased. So this particular configuration is used in a feedback mechanism, and accordingly you can also take a measure of the uh, capacitance value by sensing by you can take the measure of a distance between these two plates by actually sensing the capacitance between these two devices, between these two plates, sorry. ये आपका एक साइड पे एक कंडक्टिंग सरफेस है, एक प्लेट हो गया, और दूसरे साइड से एक पर्टिकुलर कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है कैपेसिटर प्लेट की, दैट्स एक्चुअली enclosed within a metal guard ring, and it also has insulations. Fine. So you can actually use this configuration in a feedback manner so that you can, one, measure the distance between these two plates, and two, if you need to control the distance between these two plates, you can apply an equivalent amount of voltage that will actually change this capacitance, that will actually cause the capacitor plates to shift so that the distance between two plates can be changed, right? तो इसकी अब बहुत सारी configurations हो सकती है. To actually change the distance you can use it in different manners. So in short, in this particular configuration, the feedback type capacitance transducer, you can measure the distance as well as you can change the distance between two objects by attaching them to these two capacitor plates, by attaching them to the plates of the capacitor. और वो जो capacitor होगा, that's particularly shaped in this fashion. Fine. So you can have different types of feedback circuitries जहाँ पे diaphragm based होंगे. You can have external resistances to improve its linearity. You can also have three plate configurations. ठीक है, एक प्लेट बीच में फिक्स रखा, दो प्लेट्स साइड से होंगे जो चेंज होंगे. Simultaneously you can change distance of two different objects in such a case, fine, by measuring the capacitance at the two ends of the object. ठीक. So there are other capacitance transducers. इसके अलावा then you have other capacitance transducers like the carbon microphone. ठीक है, तो हम that actually works on the based of audio signal. तो हम कि वो भी हम next session में इंशाल्लाह देखेंगे. So today I have actually told you one about the accelerometer. Accelerometer कैसे acceleration measure करता है between -4G and +4G. Secondly, you have capacitance transducers. Capacitance transducers, simple type capacitance transducers तो मैंने आपको लास्ट टाइम नोट्स में भेजे थे. उसके अलावा फिर आपके पास एक तो फीडबैक टाइप कैपेसिटेंस पिकअप है, दूसरा आपके पास डिफरेंशियल प्रेशर ट्रांसड्यूसर है. सो यू कैन एक्चुअली मेजर और यू कैन एक्चुअली using this differential pressure transducer you can measure pressure of two different fluids or two different gases at the same time, and if you want to balance their pressure you can use this particular device. Fine. तो इसका प्रिंसिपल सिंपल है. दोनों तरफ से अगर प्रेशर इक्वल होगा तो कैपेसिटेंस का वैल्यू ऐसा होगा that will actually balance this bridge and the output voltage produced will be zero. If an unequal pressure is on the two sides of this particular device, that will result in a capacitance value that will cause uh, that will actually result in an output voltage from the bridge that will not be equal to zero. तो आप you can get an idea कि आपका pressure balanced है इस टाइम पे या फिर imbalanced है. Fine. ऐसे फिर आपके पास फीडबैक डिफरेंशियल पिकअप्स है. फीडबैक पिकअप्स में आप distance measure कर सकते हो as well as you can control the distance between two objects by applying a proper amount of voltage input. So in the next session, we'll see about carbon microphones. They work on capacitance, जो capacitance base पे काम करते हैं, जो capacitance transducers हैं. And also we look at some other differential, some other transducers. There are a number of transducers. We cannot